Hey you guys, we are doing a new moon reading with the Magic of You Shadow Work Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, and the Priestess of Light. So starting off with the shadow work. First, we have protection. You need to protect yourself right now, okay? Not everyone has your best interests at heart. Not everyone should be allowed access to you or your energy. So make sure you set boundaries where necessary, where you feel guided to, especially online and social media right now, okay? Booho. Wisdom is always evolving. Transform how you see, both externally and internally. Shift your perspectives. Be uplifted by the challenging truths and in how they transform your wisdom and evolve it. Rewards are on their way as well. Oblivion. Your emotions manifest into your physical reality. So don't fester. So don't rot and fester in self-pity or sorrow. When you allow yourself to self-sabotage in that way, you're blocking your own gifts and fulfillments that are waiting for you. So open your arms and be open to receiving them and let go of the sorrow and self-pity. Orenda. It's time to make a sacrifice and take risks in order to move into the next stage of your journey and your life purpose path. This is also a blessing of fertility, family, and abundance. As far as your twin flame journey goes, you may have felt abandoned by your twin, orphaned by your twin, because of this period of separation and no contact, and you feel like you're going around in circles, especially with how you can't let go, and yet you can't let go or move on, and yet you're not with your twin and you're not in communication. And the more you try to make that happen, the more it eludes you. You feel like you're stuck on an airplane, going around in circles, stuck in a holding pattern, refusing to land. Okay? But you know deep down inside that this connection is fated and is meant to be. And you're right, it is. You know, this stage of the journey is really, really hard. And sometimes you're stuck going around in circles because of the lessons that are still being learned and because this journey just simply takes time. That's just a fact. It's an unavoidable fact about the twin flame journey. But sometimes the reason why you're stuck going around in circles is because there are spiritual obstacles in the way. Usually physical obstacles too, but the spiritual obstacles really first, and they are what's manifesting the physical obstacles. So that's when you need to dig deeper and figure out what are these obstacles and what is it that you need to do to deal with them. Now, physical is one thing, like I said, spiritual is another, and it's what manifests first. So what is it that you need to do? Is it something that you need to remove, like black magic or entities? Is it something that you need to work on healing, like core wounds, inner child wounds, past life wounds and traumas? Whatever it is, dig into it so that you can uncover what needs to be removed. Just plain and simple, what needs to be removed. Hold on. I thought about sneezing on camera, but I decided not to. But as I was saying, this connection is fated, which means that nothing and no one can keep you from your destiny. It can only be delayed until everything aligns how it's meant to. So don't be afraid. Don't let fear stop you. Don't come to the edge of your comfort zone. There you go. That's the best way to put it. Come to the edge of your comfort zone and take that leap of faith. Whether it's you opening up, expressing yourself, opening yourself to receiving, being vulnerable, allowing yourself to truly be in this, or take the risk to tell your twin how you feel so that you guys can give it a chance, or trust that your twin is going to do that. But both of you are going to get there as you heal and are ready to, and trust the timing of that also. I mean, funny enough, I say that. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze again. I just contradicted myself, so let me explain. First, check for spiritual obstacles and anything that you need to actually do something about, okay? Because spiritual warfare doesn't go away on its own. You have to remove it. You have to protect yourself and your twin, I should say. And you have to make sure that that is not a block that stays in place. After that, then trust in the divine timing of when you guys are healed enough to be able to reunite. Now, there are also distinctly different phases of the journey. In your separation phase, more likely where there's going to be obstacles and healing needed, and you're not always going to be in contact or in good contact. Then when you shift into the reunion stage, neither of you are running from the connection anymore. You've taken somewhat of a leap of faith to start working on the connection, but you're not fully in union yet. There's still more healing happening. So accordingly, you could also still be holding back in some ways and still navigating the process of learning how to be in a healthy relationship. And the reunion stage can look very different for different people too. And then you can come into union. So it's going to be during the separation phase or the runner phase when you are focusing more on removing the obstacles and the deep inner healing that is also part of the obstacles. The reunion phase is going to be a different type of healing where you're still healing inner wounds, but they're no longer obstacles. They're just part of that phase. Yeah, that's all I really need to go on about that. You may or may not necessarily be 100% healed for full union, but you'll be healed enough that you can have a harmonious relationship and be open and vulnerable with each other and move forward to create a healthy interdependent relationship. So anyway, so I just wanted to clarify that because both things I said are true. It's just about the different phases of the journey. Okay, so anyway, both of you come to the edge and take that leap of faith, okay? Know that this entire journey is planned out by your higher selves and your divine spirit team, and they're the ones in control. You are not in control of this journey, no matter how much you want to be or how much you try to be, and that's part of the process of surrendering, is letting go of trying to control it and allowing it to happen exactly how it needs to. Even the difficult stuff you go through, even the spiritual obstacles you have to face and remove, it's all part of your planned journey. Spirit factors it in. And even if you think you're experiencing something bad, it's your higher self and your spirit team already knew it was going to happen. So trust it and go with it. It's doing something intentionally for a reason, whether it's part of your healing or growth or lessons, or it's something that needs to be removed even from past lives. So trust it and go with it. Spirit's in control. And this relationship is meant to go the distance, is meant to stand the test of time, is going to have its ups and downs. You're going to be remade through new growth and regeneration over and over again, but it's going to be built on harmony. That also doesn't mean that there will never be a wrong note played, but this is marked by endurance and dedication and loyalty to union together. Lastly, focusing on your overall soul path. You have more power than you realize. Summon the power from your soul. Muster courage, master self-control, and prioritize your intuitive strength and higher needs. When you're in the midst of a dark night of the soul, remember the truth of your spirit, your divine light. Obsessing over problems is when you feel surrounded by loss and limitation. Let those false views go. You are a phoenix taking flight, and victory is at hand. Remember how we said dwelling in self-pity just creates more of that in your physical environment? That's why you need to let those false views of loss and limitation go and focus on burning them away and taking flight. Focus on joy and happiness. Open to the more sensuous side of life. Slow down and savor each moment. Be present, and you will fall into alignment with the universe accordingly. Also, tap into your feminine energy. Nurture each other, be open to increased sexuality, and prepare for a family. Another family card. Lastly, a time of great joy and peace is coming. The hardships of this metamorphosis have brought great value, inner strength, and carried you to a new reality. Get ready for long-awaited blessings and idyllic times ahead. So remember that the hardships birth the new beginnings. And it will be magical.